Which all-electric SUV is better, the Tesla Model Y or the Volvo XC40 Recharge? I'm Jonathan Stewart, and welcome to Cleanerwatt. Volvo's first ever all-electric SUV, the XC40 Recharge, is based on its compact modular architecture platform, which also underpins the very nice Polestar 2 from its sister company Polestar. The XC40 definitely does not lack in the performance category, where the all-wheel drive XC40 Recharge has around 402 horsepower and can go 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.7 seconds. It has a 78 kilowatt hour liquid-cooled battery pack, which will provide over 200 miles of range. And according to Volvo, if you count the $7,500 US federal tax credit, it will start under $48,000. The Volvo XC40 Recharge SUV is just a starting point for Volvo's electric aspirations. Volvo is committing to rolling out one new Recharge branded all-electric vehicle every year through 2025. Tesla's latest vehicle, the Model Y, is built off of their very popular Model 3 sedan. It looks very similar from the outside and in the inside as well, but it offers more cargo space and more room for passengers. In this video, we're going to look at 7 key metrics and compare the Model Y to the Volvo XC40 Recharge and see which electric SUV really is the best. Also, make sure that you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to reveal a big issue that Tesla has that if they don't fix this, they could be surpassed in the future as the EV leader. Although Volvo has given us some estimates for the starting price of the XC40 Recharge, we don't have any of the official numbers yet, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on a price comparison. However, when you take Volvo's price estimates and you compare that to the long-range all-wheel drive variant of the Model Y, you can see that even if you include the $7,500 US tax credit off of the Volvo XC40 Recharge, it really is in the same basic price range. So now let's dive into the aspects of comparison and see how these vehicles compare when it comes to technology and features, passenger and cargo space, performance, range and efficiency, charging, warranty, and resale value. When it comes to the interior of the XC40, it has a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system. The digital instrument cluster is nice, but the 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system is quite small, especially when you compare it to Tesla's large 15-inch center display. The XC40 uses an Android-based infotainment system, which will include popular apps like Google Maps, Google Assistant, and the Google Play Store. One really great feature built into Google Maps is, for example, when the driver inputs a destination into Google Maps, it takes road curvature, elevation, and the temperature along the route to calculate the battery's remaining charge upon arrival. Also, like Tesla, it'll show charging stations along the way that make it easier to minimize range anxiety. The Android-based system, of course, has a lot of positives, and it's very familiar to most users because a lot of people have used Android-based systems, and it's very simple and should be very easy to use. However, Tesla is still a king of infotainment. As we mentioned, the Tesla Model Y has a much larger 15-inch screen, which is perfect for video. Tesla is also well known for all their new software updates, which constantly improve the functionality of their vehicles. And what's really great is many of these features are added based on actual users' feedback. The Tesla team and Elon Musk always have their ear open to what people are saying, what customers are saying, and the features that they ask to be added to their vehicles. The Tesla Model Y also has some really important software features like Sentry Mode, which gives you video surveillance around your vehicle when you're not around. Dog Mode, which of course helps protect your dog in the vehicle in a climate-controlled environment. And of course, Camp Mode, if you like to sleep and camp in your Model Y, your Model 3, or your Tesla Model S or X. And one of the most useful features, in my opinion, is a dash cam recorder, which allows you to record camera angles all around your vehicle, so in the case of an accident, you can prove who is really at fault. The Tesla Model Y also comes with many more standard features included. The XC40 does include a power liftgate as standard, but you have to pay extra if you want what they call Pilot Assist, which is very similar to Tesla's Autopilot that is included in the base price of the Model Y. The XC40 does, however, include many of the safety assist features as standard. And it is capable, like the Model Y, of over-the-air software updates. So when it comes to technology and features, Tesla gets the win here because they have many more features built into their vehicles, and a lot more of these come standard without an extra cost. Now let's take a look at the passenger and cargo space for each of these vehicles. As you can see from this chart, in most every exterior dimension, the Model Y is larger than the XC40. Because of this, the Tesla Model Y also has a decent amount more interior space when it comes to headroom and legroom. Also, when you compare the official tow rating from each of these manufacturers, the Model Y is able to tow quite a bit more weight than the Volvo XC40 Recharge. The Volvo XC40 Recharge does have a front trunk space, but even with that included, the total enclosed cargo space with the back seats folded down is somewhere around 48.5 cubic feet. Whereas the Tesla Model Y has almost 20 feet more cubic space of storage. So when it comes to passenger room, cargo, and towing, Tesla gets the clear win here. Now let's compare the performance aspects of these two vehicles. So although the XC40 slightly beats out the long-range all-wheel drive Model Y when it comes to quickness, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, when it comes to top speed and its comparison to the Tesla Model Y performance, the Model Y performance is clearly quicker and of course clearly faster. So performance, Tesla gets the win. Now let's take a look at the range and efficiency comparisons between these vehicles. If you look at the rated efficiency from the EPA for the Model Y and you calculate the miles that you can travel per kilowatt hour of battery, you can see that the Model Y is very efficient. The XC40 Recharge has a 78 kilowatt hour battery pack, and according to Volvo, 75 kilowatt hours of that are usable. They estimate that the EPA range of that vehicle will be somewhere greater than 200 miles. So if you use Volvo's official EPA estimates and you also calculate the miles that you can travel per kilowatt hour of battery capacity, you see that according to this rating, the XC40 Recharge does not look very efficient. However, to get a more accurate picture, we're going to look at the real-world efficiency estimates for these vehicles. So according to a BetterRoutePlanner.com, which calculates the watt-hours per mile for each of these vehicles at 65 miles per hour, the Model Y actual range at 65 miles per hour on the highway should be actually closer to around 247 miles or 398 kilometers. In comparison, the Volvo XC40 Recharge should actually be able to reach somewhere around 225 miles or 362 kilometers based on this same site. The evdatabase.org is another respected site that estimates the real range for each of these vehicles, and you can see that they estimate the Model Y long-range all-wheel drive variant to around 260 miles of real-world range, and the Volvo XC40 at around 230 miles of real-world range. When you look at the miles per kilowatt hour comparisons with these more real-world examples, you can see that the efficiency numbers are actually closer than it first appeared. However, the Tesla Model Y is still the leader when it comes to range and efficiency. Although the Volvo is more efficient than it might appear at first glance, it still does not beat the Model Y. Now let's take a look at charging, both speed and infrastructure. According to EV Database, the Tesla Model Y can charge from a 10% state of charge to 80% state of charge in around 22 minutes. If you calculate how many miles of range you're adding per minute and how many miles are added total during this 10 to 80% charge, using the EV Database real-world range as our range estimate, you see that the Tesla Model Y is able to charge at around 8.27 real-world miles per minute of charging. According to Volvo, the XC40 should be able to go from a 10% state of charge to an 80% state of charge in around 40 minutes with its max charge rate of up to 150 kilowatts. Once again, using the EV database real-world range estimates, we still see that when it comes to charging speed, the XC40 is about half as fast as the Model Y when it comes to miles added per minute. The Tesla Model Y also has access to their supercharging network, which is far superior to any other network throughout the world. Electrify America in the United States and also Ionity in Europe do offer a lot of good fast charging stations, but they have nowhere near the amount of locations that Tesla has. On top of that, Tesla also has access to all other charging networks as well. So when it comes to driving a Tesla, not only does it charge faster, but it also has access to more charging points. So when it comes to charging speed and charging infrastructure, Tesla also gets the win once again. Now let's dive into the warranty comparisons of these vehicles. When it comes to the Model Y long range or performance variant, Tesla gives an 8-year or 120,000 mile battery warranty. Volvo guarantees their battery in the XC40 Recharge for 8 years or 100,000 miles. Unless you're in California, then you get a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty. Tesla's powertrain warranty is also 8 years or 120,000 miles, and their comprehensive warranty is 4 years or 50,000 miles. When it comes to the powertrain warranty for the XC40 Recharge, it apparently has a 4-year, 50,000 mile powertrain warranty equal to the comprehensive warranty, so in that way, the Tesla Model Y warranty is better. So when it comes to warranty, Tesla does have a slightly better warranty than Volvo, especially when it comes to the powertrain. The one last thing that I would like to discuss before we dive into Tesla's one big weak spot is, of course, the resale value comparison of these SUVs. According to a recent Inside EVs article, the Tesla Model 3 3-year depreciation number was calculated at around 10%, with the EV industry average somewhere around 52% depreciation. Inside EVs cited the data from iSeeCars.com, and here on this chart you can see that the Tesla Model 3 has the very lowest depreciation percentage of any other electric vehicle. When it comes to that same iSeeCars.com study, you can see that they estimate that Volvo as a brand, on average, their vehicles will depreciate in 3 years somewhere around 50%. Although we don't have the official depreciation data for the Model Y, it's too new of a vehicle, we do have a good history already for the Model 3, and as you can see, it has one of the lowest depreciation percentages of any vehicle on the market. Because of this, I think it's pretty safe to assume that the Model Y will depreciate quite a bit less than the Volvo XC40 Recharge. So for this category, we're giving Tesla the win once again, meaning that Tesla got 7, Volvo got 0. Now, just because Tesla won each one of these categories, it doesn't mean that the XC40 Recharge is a bad vehicle. I actually really like the Volvo XC40 Recharge. It's good looking on the inside. I love the Volvo style. And it's actually more efficient than it might appear. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, although Tesla got a clean sweep for each one of our 7 categories, and they won each one of them, and most of them pretty easily, Tesla does have one really big weak spot that could be their Achilles heel. Currently, right now, Tesla is struggling from a lot of fit and finish issues, especially when it comes to their newest vehicle, the Model Y. Tesla is still working out the production processes for the Model Y, and because of this, there are numerous paint issues and also panel gaps and some other mismatched things, in addition to a few small interior issues that have been showing up quite often. As a general rule, Tesla has been very quick and very good to fix these issues. It just can be very frustrating as a brand new owner of a vehicle to have to fix issues already. So as we've shown, the Volvo XC40 will not be able to beat Tesla on software technology, nor on hardware, but when it comes to fit and finish quality and potentially customer service, the Volvo XC40 will most likely be better. I believe Tesla can currently get away with some of these fit and finish issues because their cars are so packed with technology, and because they have so many features, and because they are very fun to drive. As more EV competitors hit the market and more good EV options are available, Tesla will definitely have to make sure that their fit and finish issues are better, or they could potentially lose their place as the market leader. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something as well. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos are published. Also, if you did like the video, please consider clicking the like button because that helps other people find the video as well. I also wanted to take a moment here at the end of the video to thank the Patreon supporters, which support me every month and help me bring this content to you. If you'd like to find out more about the Patreon community that I've set up, you can find a link in the description below.